I'd like to officially welcome our newest recruit to the start of his WWE journey.
You come in our sport think it's gonna be easy, but you're in for a real wake-up call.
If you ask me, I think he's going to do big things here. Look out. Superman punch! That shovel's an equalizer. Spear! Spear! This is going to be one for the ages.
We are going to give you the foundation to succeed in WWE. What you do with it is up to you.
So this is it. Day 1 of training at the WWE Performance Center. As you can see, it looks like everyone heard I was coming and decided they'd be better off staying home. This is cool, but there's no way my journey ends here. I'm going to WWE and then straight to the top, where I make sure that...
What are you doing? You're an hour and a half early for your orientation.
I was just... checking out the facility?
There'll be plenty of time for that later. How did you even get in here?
Guy up front let me in.
Oh, big guy with the mustache? Kinda sweaty?
Yup.
Well, that's Todd's final strike. Hope he enjoys early retirement.
Oh, no need to get anyone in trouble. He, definitely checked my ID and even did a pat-down. Really thorough. So Todd's alright in my book. I feel very safe in his big, sweaty hands.
Fine, whatever. Anyway, you're going to need to fill out your information on this and sign a bunch of waivers before you can begin training today. And when you're done with all that, there's actually a fun part. You get to design your wrestling gear in case you become a WWE superstar.
You mean when I become a WWE superstar?
Yeah, sure. Wait, have you been filming this entire time?
Is that a problem?
Filming's not allowed in here without prior consent, which you should have been told by security. Frickin' Todd. Turn it off, please. You done with all that yet?
Just finished. It takes time to design a look like that.
I've seen worse.
So now what? Should I go wait at the front desk with you until it's time to start?
Front desk. What do you think I do here? I'm Corey Klein, head recruiter and occasional babysitter of people who don't follow instructions and show up way earlier than they're supposed to.
Oh, that Corey. I guess when we were emailing, I just saw your name and assumed that... You know what? It's nice to meet you in person finally.
Go get changed. Then head over to the gym. The other trainees who started last week should be showing up soon. And to clear up any potential confusion on your end, they are men.
Got it. Thanks.
Hey, new guy, right? I'm Hector Flores. Welcome to the PC.
Don't call me new guy, or rookie, or any other condescending nickname. Especially since from what I hear, you guys have only been here a week.
Okay, suit yourself. And you're right, I've only been here a week, but I've been doing this since I was a kid in Mexico, which is a lot longer than you.
So what? Your dad or uncle were wrestlers or something? Must be nice.
No, I got myself here.
And I I got myself to college and pro football, and now here. What's your point?
Take a look around. You might feel at home in a weight room, but out there in the ring, it's a whole different world. You can either learn from people who have experience, or be stubborn and fall flat on your face.
That's not an option. I'm putting everything into this. There's no backup plan.
That's good. But don't expect this to be easy. You're going to have to work as hard, or harder, than you ever have before to make it to WWE.
I realize that, and I respect everything that WWE superstars do, inside and outside the ring. But there have been a lot of guys who crossed over successfully from football to wrestling, and I plan on being the next one to do it.
I like your determination. Now let's see if you have what it takes to get the ball in the end zone.
Hey, who are you?
First day training here. It's nice to meet you in person. Since I transitioned from football to wrestling, I've been watching a lot of your matches from Japan. And when I heard you were here, I was pumped to get in the ring with you.
Yeah, well, you better act fast since I don't plan on being here too long.
Why is that?
Because they should have never sent me here to begin with. I don't belong in the same place as someone just crossing over from football or some stupid former mascot. If you haven't met that goon yet, don't bother.
Don't underestimate me just because I come from another sport. Besides, I wouldn't be the first wrestler to transition from football.
Yeah, well, I kind of wish you were the last. You talk a good game, but when this is over, you'll be running back to whatever team you were cut from.
I've never run away from a challenge, and that's not going to change now. I look forward to proving you wrong.